I couldn't do a video about BuzzBooks of 2018 without talking about The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
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 The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
And the top favorite book of all of 2018 is
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which everyone and their mom is talking about.
This is one of the few books that I've seen be universally loved across BookTube.
It was so weird that I liked it too because it's just so out of the norm of the books that I read.
This book is just sort of an amalgamation of things I don't typically like in literature.
Even if this isn't a book that you think you'd normally read, just do it anyway.
I didn't think I was gonna like this because it's a romance. It's kind of pitched as like a historical romance, but it is so much more than that.
So basically, this is a fiction book.
It follows two separate perspectives. One perspective is that of a journalist named Monique, who is tasked with telling Evelyn Hugo's life story.
Monique is kind of a nobody. There's no real reason that Evelyn Hugo, this superstar, would pick her, or so she thinks.
And then the second timeline and narrative is from the point of view of Evelyn Hugo.
Evelyn Hugo is a Hollywood movie icon.
And she's always been very private.
Evelyn Hugo hasn't done an interview in several years.
She has married 7 husbands throughout her lifetime, so the book dives into her relationships with each person.
Evelyn Hugo is such an interesting character.
The character of Evelyn is so fully realized and complex.
She's so ruthless.
Very nuanced.
She's fiery.
She is so unapologetic in her actions.
She does things that I really disliked that hurts other people.
But to me, those complexities are what made me like her as a character.
Evelyn is Cuban, and she's also bisexual, aka our favorite Cuban bisexual icon.
She is a bisexual goddess.
Evelyn's amazing and beautiful, and she's my queen, and she can do no wrong.
It was such a well-crafted story.
It's so well written.
The writing is so great.
It's just unbelievably brilliant. This is honestly a masterpiece.
Es muy bueno.
It's just so beautiful.
It became one of my favorite books of the year.
It's in like my top 5 favorite books of all
All-time favorite books.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is like the greatest book I have ever read. I know, that's a big statement to make. I mean, the hype is real.
This book has been talked about all year.
I feel like so many people read this book, so many people recommended this book.
Anybody who's everybody has been reading this.
Everywhere I look, everyone is screaming from the mountaintops about how much they love Evelyn Hugo.
It's like, this is definitely a hyped up book, but it deserves it. It is worth it.
Is it worth the hype? Yes.
Cannot recommend a book more highly. Like, I just loved this book so much. It was amazing.
Everyone needs to read this. Please and thank you. That is all. Goodbye.